Hello, today I will be showing you how to replace a Lenovo 100E 2nd gen laptop screen. It is actually the same as the Lenovo 100E 1st gen as well. So for starters, we've got a laptop here that you may see it flash for a second like that. Basically, when I plug in the HDMI, once it's on onto an additional monitor, I can see it, which obviously means there's a fault with the screen. So I've got another laptop here, which I've tested the screen works, so I'm just going to cannibalize it. So starting off, we're going to take off this bezel. Now most of these bezels with most laptops, they just pop off, so you kind of be quite gentle, especially with the one that you know works. You start to pull it off, around the edge. Now be very careful if you're doing this with Dells. Very occasionally they snap on the corners here because they're quite weak. So taking off the bezel, you'll expose the screws around the edge, and you have to start taking these off. Just with a precision screwdriver. So best thing to do is, you'll actually be able to look and see quite carefully on here. So these two down here, these long ones, are actually the frame, and the actual screen is only connected to these corners here. So unscrewing these should actually allow you to lift the screen forwards. So if we undo these, make sure you know where your screws are. I'll actually leave them in the top corner here. Perfect. Now with slightly more expensive laptops, maybe even this one, nope, not with this one, but some of them, you'll actually notice down in the corners there'll be some little tabs. I recommend getting a pen or pencil or something, pulling the tab and rolling it around, because if you try and pull them, you'll get halfway and then they'll snap and it becomes really, really hard. It's basically the same elastic tape that's stuck on with iPhone batteries and things like that. Normally when you get another screen, you'll get those as well. So just move this forwards. And you can expose on the back this little harness. Now with this, there's a little latch that clips forward, so you just need to get your nail and flick it forwards. But with this, you'll need to peel off this little warning sticker. Just here. I think quite gentle. And then you can pull that latch just here forwards, and then using both fingers pulling it out like this. This one's out. If I just move this to the side, and we'll do the exact same with the other one, and we'll get back once that has done. Sorry, just an apology, I'm actually back. I just thought whilst I'm undoing this one, I might as well show you as well. Just if I was too quick or you missed certain stages. There we go. The same with this one. I'll just do it slightly quicker. Forwards, peeling off the back, lifting this off the harness and sliding it off. Right, so this is the working screen. I'll leave this to the side. Move the donor laptop out of the way. Picking up the one that needed replacing, and we'll put this back. If you do order a screen online, make sure it is the correct pin arrangement. Sometimes there'll be 30, sometimes there'll be 40. There's also a difference with resolution and if it's matte or gloss. I normally like to try and go for like, so if I'm changing a matte screen like this instead of a gloss one, I'll go for that. If it's slightly more expensive, depending on whether or not the customer wants it or not. Then once that in situ, what I'll do is I'll just turn it on first before I screw everything back, just to make sure. So there we go, that is now working. You can see it working now. I'll hold my finger up just to make sure it's turned off. That's off. Quickly place these back on. Basically doing every single step just in reverse. I like to try and go corner to corner as well. And then when you put on the bezel, just make sure that you've got none of the wiring harness at the bottom sticking out or protruding, because sometimes that can be a pain trying to get that back in. So now, use this again, we can get it straight here, push it down, lift up the bottom, place it in. There we go. And that is now a screen replaced. This is just the bottom bit that needs to be done. And when I turn it back on, you'll see there we go. Waiting for it to load. It's been probably quite a while that it's been off. Another handy tip, this is the broken screen, but if you're looking for the model and you're unsure, you can either type in the manufacturer's model number, or there is also information on the back as well. There we go. It's all up and running, no dead pixels, nothing. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it's been helpful. If you've got any questions, just comment down, I'll try and answer them.